Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm John.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Steve.
Well, we've watched 3 days in a row now, right? Apoth?
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everything's still fresh in my head too, which is nice.
I know.
This one's Festival, so we kind of talked about that at the beginning of the last one. So I guess because we didn't really get any of Mau Mau last episode.
No, and it ended on her looking at her mask. So obviously she's putting her mask on
for the festival.
Yeah.
But now you know what though? I like how they did it with giving us the answer of what's going on there without even having to be there. You know what I mean? Because now we're going to go back there and have a better idea of who's who and what's what.
Kinda. I mean, we still really only know Shishu's family.
What I'm saying though is that we know that that's Lulan's family's place.
Yeah.
They are definitely behind it.
It doesn't seem like they want to hurt Mau Mau. So
no, that's what that's one of the big questions I had from an episode or two ago when they initially took her.
What's the reason?
What's the reason for her specifically?
And you don't think it has anything to do with Locken? I think it might. Maybe.
He might be part of it.
I think they know that they need to either get him out of the picture by distracting him with this or something.
They better have a good plan, because what are you expecting? He's between him and Jinshin.
Because we didn't know about his adopted son. I don't know that anybody knows about him.
We had seen that guy before.
Well, we have.
We just didn't know. I don't think they told us that it was his adopted son.
Because
when I say we saw him way back.
He's good too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What was his name? Con Locken, or is that
Con La something though, or La Con?
Is Locken's name?
He's Locken and Lahan. They said we're the two.
I think
from
one of them's
the
Ka
La
so
family.
Yeah.
Ka is
I think
Jinshi's family.
But I could have swore they said Ka Locken.
But he was like a La Con Locken or some shit like that. He's he's adopted into. Maybe he's adopted. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, me either.
I'm not sure how that works.
Yeah, I don't either.
I think it was Ka. It could be wrong. I could be wrong with that. It might be
We'd have to go back and check
or something. You know,
if they don't say it in this one, we'll see.
It might have been Ma and La, something like that. But it was definitely two powerful names.
Yeah. All right. Also, I want to know, did Locken just take off and go after her, or it seemed like it, right?
Yeah, he went running through the building, destroyed the whole building.
I gotta see how he did that. Powered up his key. Or he did his domain expansion. Blew that gate right open. Wonder what that is. That, symbol. Roots growing, maybe?
I thought it was it's kind of like a tree, yeah.
まなじりを染めるのは赤が定番なのに緑を塗るなんて変わってるな。
She is odd, so.
なんかタヌキみたい。
マウマウだって猫みたいだよ。
Fitting.
かんざしなら一応これでお願い。
Now he's gotta tell her.
マウマウいいの持ってるね。
I wonder if Shishu will know what it was.
ね
We'll know who it's from.
Maybe.
これちょうだいって言ったらくれる？
No. Not that one.
ダメ。
ち
黙ってればいいんだけど、人士様妙に表情を読むのがうまいんだよな。まあそんな心配する前に都に帰れるかどうかもわかんないんだけど。
はい、できた。
ありがとう。
Oh, now she gets to know. Because Jinshi's probably going to show up there.
That's what I mean.
And then he's going to see the hairpin, and then he gets to tell her the whole truth.
Oh, if he can get some one-on-one time.
Well, she knows the rules.
Can't just yell it out loud.
You wear it, he tells you.
松明の明かりのせいか、本当に狐の群れに見えてくる。
It is interesting that Locken's the fox, and they're dressed as foxes.
別世界みたいだよね。不気味じゃない？
まあね。隣にいるのは緑のタヌキだけど。
You know what a tanuki
た
is?
まにシスと同じように目の周りを緑に塗ってる人がいる。ほとんど男だけど、何か意味があるのか。
今年はバッタが多いみたい。だから今年の祭りは盛大にやらなきゃいけないんだって。
役を払うためということか。
I was just going to ask, do you think this is just like a traditional thing, or is there going to be more meaning to it? Behind their plan, I mean.
この地方には 昔ある民族が住んでいたの。そこへ西から別の国の民がやってきたの。彼らのことを追い出す村がほとんどだった中、ごく一部の村は彼らを受け入れた。
Middle Easterners.
西からやってきた彼らには知識があった。畑を豊かにする知識、害虫を駆除する知識、その価値がわかる人たちが村の中にいたの。すると今度は豊かになった畑を奪おうとする者たちが
There's
現れ
always
たの。
those.
それが繰り返されるうちに、彼らは深い森の奥に
That is a
里を作る
cool
よう
ass
になっ
place.
た。
It's like in the middle of nowhere, in the middle
ひ
of
っ
the
そり
forest.
と隠れるように。
Seems like a place Freerin would come upon, you know?
白い狐とは白い肌を
I
表
was gonna say, what is
してい
the
る
green
のだろ
then?
うか。それが根血により染まっていく。あれ、なんか聞き覚えがあるような。
この村の男の人はね、色の見分けがつかない人が多いんだよ。 女の人はたまにだけどね。
都へやってきた王母たち、そして森の奥深くに隠れ里を作った
Those were
白
the-
狐の民。
They're the descendants of the...
どちらもそうを同じくする。
Right, that's what I meant.
西から来た民なんだ。
Damn, look at that sky.
マオマオ、面はここに置いていっていいよ。
この面ってどうするの？
1年奉納した後焼くんだよ。さあ、こっちこっち。
She's so happy. Shisui. All the time.
Always, yeah.
屋台も出てるんだ。
何か食べようか。
止水のおごりならね。
じゃあ串焼きとかどう？
カエルにイナゴか。
Never
マ
mind.
オマオどれにする？私イナゴ。この時期のイナゴはぷっくりしてて美味しいよ。
Shocker, she likes locusts.
私は鳥で。
カエルは？
しばらく見たくないというか。
I didn't think of that, damn it. She just wants Jinshi's frog skewer.
最悪、バッタが混じってた。
どれも同じに見えるけど。
全然違うよ。こっちは美味しい。
違いがわからん。
She's giving it a look like, you make me sick.
Yeah.
どうしたの？
あ、この稲穂スカスカなんだ。佐藤さがくれたやつ。
あの人の田んぼ育ちが悪いところがあんだよな。
ケチだからそこから取れたやつしかくれないんだよね。まあ今年は諦めな。
こっちのがいいんじゃない？
え、いいの？はあ、やったー。
Classic Mao Mao.
マオマオ、いいやつだね。
Goddamn right.
俺どうだった？
いい出来だったよ。
The mystery
母さん
tooth.
も見てくれてたらいいのに。
母親とは一緒に暮らしてない
That's a
のか。
good point. I don't know. That's weird.
去年の面が燃やされるとこ見に行こっか。
なあ、願い事何書いたんだ？
願い事？
願い事を書いた面が燃え尽きて天に昇ったら願いが叶うって言われているんだよ。書いてねえの？
今知った。
マオマオはそういう迷信信じないと思って。
迷信じゃねえよ。あれは絶対叶うんだ。だから去年も丁寧に絵を描いて願い事書いたんだ。
何書いたの？
言うわけねえだろ。
あ、そう。
ほら、来るよ。
Because Mao Mao doesn't, she doesn't know whose place this is either, besides Shisui and, you know what I mean?
I mean, you don't know
All the
what Mao Mao knows. She may have figured it all out at this point. She's not told
Usually,
us.
she usually says it. Nice. Can't mess that shot up.
I mean, it's hard to miss. That thing's probably pretty huge.
Yeah.
But you do want to hit it at the base. Like, you don't want it to...
戻ったか。夜食は？
食べる。
Yeah, she's probably like a mother figure to them, you know?
祭りはどうだった？
Could be.
Tsuray. So she's probably
行ったらちょうど今日
decent
が
amount
中
older.
にいてね。
なんだ。
そろそろ約束を果たしてもらおうかと。
よみがえりの薬のことか。 自分の立場は分かっているのか？
形としては人質だが拘束もないし
Yeah, it's
扱いはだいぶ
confusing.
緩い。逃げても無駄だと思っているのか、他に理由があるのか。この二人の行動には違和感しかない。でもそ
For
れ
real.
よりも今気になるのは
分かった。
マンダラケとフグですか？割合は他に入れるものは？量はどれぐらいが適量ですか？あと蘇った後の体の状態を教えてください。意識はどの程度で戻りました？すぐ動けましたか？
マンだらけはいらないと思う。
いらない。
異国のレシピには書いてあったが、昏睡を長引かせるもので人を奴隷にする際意識を失わせるために入れたのだろう。元はそういう
Do you see
薬
what
だ
I'm
っ
saying
た。
about her voice is very unique?
私はこの程度で済んだが、失
Damn.
敗すれば記憶を失
That
う。
was all from that.
人体で試すにはまだまだ改良の余地あり。
私でどうぞ。
お前では試さない。
なんでですか？遠慮せずに。
人質だろう。
仲良くなってよかった。お姉ちゃんもマオマオも友達少ない
No,
もんね。
they are
うる
similar.
さい。
黙って。
Quiet, bug girl. Music.
これ全部薬草の。
ああ、私は出かける。外に見張りがいるから逃げようなどと思うなよ。
マオマオ、朝ごはん冷めちゃうよ。
後でいい。
She's focused.
そんなこと言って。ほら、着替え。手伝ってあげるから。
she's like a child. She
うわ
can't.
武将だな。すげえ偉そうだ。シェンメイ様みたいだ。
シェンメイ？
It's only a matter of time till she figures it out.
Right.
これ、いいかんざしだから存在に扱っちゃダメだよ。盗まれちゃうよ。
いい値段つ
You
く
don't
か
want to
な。
hurt the frog's heart.
というか、文様の細かさとか職人の技って感じ。見る人が見れば誰の注文で作られたかわかると思うよ。
Yeah, I think you're gonna be right.
じゃあ売り飛ばせないか。
Subray's gonna probably notice
くれ
it.
たやつが粘着質だから戻ってきそうだな。
No, I don't think Surei. I
Shit's
think
what you
when
mean?
I think when Jinshi shows up, he's gonna notice it.
Oh well, yeah.
That's how
obviously.
I thought they were gonna be in masks, though. I thought he was gonna show up at the festival.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
手慣れてるよね。
慣れてるよ。遅いとぶたれるもの。
ぶたれる？
マッサージもうまくできないと熱いお
Ah,
湯
that's
か
how
け
she
ら
was
れ
good
る
at
の。
him.
だから必死で覚えたんだ。
それは怖いな。ろくでもない主人だ。
違うよ。お母様なんだ、それ。マオマオには怖い目に遭ってほしくないから、おとなしくしててね。私も今日は出かけるから。
How come? Huh? Planning stuff? That's twice the two things she heard that made her go, huh?
Right.
あの人の田んぼ、育ちが悪いところがあんだよな。
あそこがその育ちの悪いところってことか。しかも綺麗に四角形に。もしかして。
え？何やってんだお前。もう少し静かにしてるわけ。
You're gonna go back to little shit.
一人ねえじゃんわ。
知らない。なあ、あの建物何かわかるか？
お、ああ、佐藤座の古い倉庫だよ。ネズミが入るからって床が高い新しい倉庫を作ったんで、今は使ってないんじゃね？
あそこに行くことはできる？
でもお前見張られてるんだろ？
I was gonna say, Mama, that's not a
まあ
good
行けな
idea.
くもないけど。
本当に？どうやって？
仕方ねえな。教えてやるよ。
This is gonna
俺が
backfire on
環
her.
境から抜け出すために使ってる抜け道をな。
やっぱクソガキだ。
何するんだ？
I wonder why she
ち
wanted
ょ
to
っと
go.
確かめたいことがある。
Oh.
She wants to check
ここだけ
No
something,
栄養
John.
が足りないのかな。
shit,
多分違う。
Steve.
なんでわかるんだよ。
この窓の大きさと残ってる稲の幅、だいたい同じくらいだ。ここネズミが出るって言ってたよな。
うん。罠を仕掛けても全然減らないんだって。
つまり取り放題と。水霊は
They
言って
need a
いた。
Mau Mau in there.
薬を人体で試すにはまだまだ改良の余地ありだと。
Guess she's gonna be tested it on
捕ま
rats.
えやすい小動物で試
うん
してたということ
that's how
か。
You think this is her lab?
Could be.
ここまでは予想してなかった。
Ah,
参ったな。これじゃまるで
they're making him here.
フェイファの工房じゃないか。
Well,
狩りの時、人士様を襲った暗殺者たちが持っていたのと同じ。
we knew she was gonna get caught.
あら、なぜ鍵が開いていたのかしら。
This crazy bitch.
The devil!
Oh, this is SHENMEI.
おかしいわね。
Oh,
問題がありましたか？
Oh no, this is just one of the.
あれはあの時の特使か。
いいえ、アイラ様。
アイラ
何でもありません。気のせいでしたわ。
She knows.
汚いネズミが2匹入り込んでいたようだ
This
けど。
bitch is scary. Have we heard that name before?
I don't think so. Not until like
Yeah.
the other one just said it.
シェンメイ。
Is that the concubine though?
That's what I was gonna hint at. That's the end already? Holy Toledo, that one blew by.
That was quick, yeah.
She looked. Why did she look familiar though? Because Mao Mao, I feel like they must have mentioned her name at some point. Because
Why?
Mao Mao, when she heard her name mentioned just before, she was like SHENMEI.
Yeah.
I just don't remember.
She definitely doesn't look familiar.
Let me just try to remember this properly, because I know we got confused on it last episode. There was the concubine. Which one slept with the doctor? The concubine, right?
No, the concubine's lady in waiting.
The one that was dead in the grave, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So that's Sue Ray's
Mom.
mom.
Mhm.
So Sue Ray's mom's dead. Then the concubine that she served was later given to Shisho, right?
Yep.
And we assume is or was Shisui's mom.
No, we don't assume it. She had Laolin, for sure. Laolin is her daughter, for sure.
The concubines.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's where I'm getting confused. We don't know anything about Shisui's mom. Because who did we say was half sisters? Laolin and Shisui, right?
I thought so. Half sisters? No, because we were confused about that because we thought the concubine was with the doctor. I thought the concubine was with the doctor.
I know.
So I had originally thought that Sue Ray and Laolin were half sisters, but they're not.
Right.
Shishui, I do believe, is Laolin's sister because, was it Laolin's sister or did they call Sue Ray Big Sis?
I think they've been calling Sue Ray Big Sis, but I think, like we said in the last one, I think that she's kind of like an adopted sister.
So then, not positive about Laolin. I think we just assumed Shishui because you had been saying she looks. I mean, she does look just like her.
Right. It makes sense that they are.
I think they're related somehow, for sure. But
and then Shisui said her mother died. So who is this SHENMEI then? Is this maybe like their stepmom or something? Like Shiso got remarried or something?
I don't know.
And the boy's terrified of her?
Who's the boy?
That's Shisui's little brother.
That is, right? It's not Sue Ray's brother?
Well, I assume not.
So then her mom's not dead, is she?
Shisui's? Yeah.
But the boy was saying something about the mom, and then Mao Mao was just like, he doesn't live with his mom? And then even you thought he was like wishing to, like, so unless she's...
Well, didn't he say at one point, like, I wish mother could have been here?
Yeah. When he said that, Mao Mao was like, he doesn't live with his mom? Like, they didn't imply that they did not imply that she was dead, or at least Mao Mao didn't like imply that she was dead.
Did she know that at that point though?
What?
That she was dead? Because I could have swore Shisui said it too at some point.
She did?
Yeah, I just don't remember where.
No, nobody said that if she was dead or not in this episode. This was just, that was in the,
I could have swore Shisui said my mother died.
In this episode?
Yeah. There was two conversations I'm thinking of. This one right around here.
Because like even Mao Mao was like, does he come from a rich family? And Shishui didn't say like he's my brother.
I was gonna ask that, and he's saying Nissan, my mother. So all right, so that's not her brother then. He's saying if only my mother could have seen.
Right. So like she could be dead, but then Mao Mao just says like he doesn't live with his mother. Like she does. Like, he could have been implying that she was dead, but I mean,
Right.
they
No,
didn't
you're
make
right,
it
yeah.
seem like that.
And then the conversation when they're at the table, which I was confused, like you were saying. She says, who did he say was like...
Mao Mao.
Yeah, isn't he from a rich family? Or she speaks in riddles. And then she just
No,
asks
she's
about
just
that.
saying, like, the rich.
Yeah, I get, yeah.
It goes away. Let's see if he'll stay like how he is.
Who did she say?
She said
her
her
master
mom.
was her mom. Was her mom,
Yeah,
right?
she didn't say she was dead. She said she'll get beaten. I bet you it is Shenmei.
And then that would be Lulan's mom, you think, too? Obviously.
It would be the concubine that was given.
It just seems strange that you have Sure, who's theoretically an adopted daughter, or adopted sister, let's say, to Shisui. And then...
Well, she might not be, but...
I mean, let me finish my point. And then you have the little kid, the little boy, and they all refer to each other as brother and sister. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah. Yeah, I
When
don't
in
know.
reality, those two aren't really brother and
Yeah,
sister.
maybe none of them are related, except maybe her and Lulan.
Well, yeah, that's what it seems like legitimately related. Huh.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, I think we're going to have a bit of a... I think eventually Jinshi / Locken's going to show up.
One of them has to. You would think Locken...
Especially now
You would
that-
think Jinshi before Locken, because Locken shouldn't know where she is, but Jinshi should.
Yeah, right. We just don't know if Locken legitimately went right out. I don't see how he could have. He would have had no information.
That's what I'm
so-
saying. I don't know how he would have known that she was over there, but like, I mean,
Right.
you never know what other people tell him.
He might have just freaked out, though, like when he ran out.
Yeah.
Not
As soon
knowing
as
what
he
to do.
heard she was missing.
Right. And then had what's his...
Well, I bet you he's going to go do the same thing and just start interviewing everybody, and then he'll get it.
I mean, he was already... Him and Jinshi have to talk because Jinshi, I think, has the...
But Jinshi doesn't want him involved in it, really, because...
Yeah, but remember when Locken was questioning Shisho about the guns? So he's already assuming it seemed like that it was him. So
he knew that it had to come from them. It was happened when he was at their event.
Right. So then also Jinshi also is assuming that now too, based on the evidence that he has.
So we think Sure built them?
Well, that
Because that was her lab, right? That's
No,
where
not
she made the
necessarily.
resurrection
I
and was
think
testing
she-
it on the rats.
I think she works out of that lab, but I don't think it's necessarily just hers. Because why else would Shenmei walk in there just like that, making it seem
Because
like
she saw the door open, she knows that she's making guns.
I think they were going there,
Hmm.
and then they're in league with the envoy girls,
Yeah.
sisters.
They sent them, obviously. Maybe.
Yeah, and they wanted to get close to. Remember, they were like, "Oh, we wanted to meet the prince."
Yeah, they wanted to meet Jinshi.
Mm-hmm. So they're really trying to take him out. Well, not Jinshi, but
Yeah, that was confusing, right? Because they said the prince they said the prince, right? And that
Well,
he
yeah,
was
they-
beautiful, but I thought everybody thought he was fucked up, and that's why he wears that mask.
maybe they're just being polite.
Maybe. Oh, maybe they were being like insulting. Like we wanted to see his beautiful face. Like I heard it's like fucked
I don't
up.
think they were trying to be insult. They wouldn't. I don't think they would have. That would have played their hand a little bit to the emperor.
Yeah.
I wish the emperor got more involved in this shit, man.
He might. He's gonna have to.
That's what I've been saying, but he never shows up, or no one ever goes to tell him anything.
Yeah.
Shucks.
We'll see, man.
We sure will. Anyway, guys, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. See you next time.
See you later.